Hey everyone, happy Monday. So I have a few things that I want to share with you. Some stuff that's really kind of um, puts me in a vulnerable state, and it's something that I haven't really shared with many. I've shared with a few, but I'm going to share with you today. So I was at the Arbonne Canadian National Conference this weekend, and like always, it's very impactful. It's very informative, inspirational, all that great stuff. But this particular conference, there was a lot of focus on the sense of community that Arbonne as an organization provides for people. And there was a lot of really heart-wrenching stories about people who have gone through adversity, gone through tragedy, and the members of the Arbonne community stepped up and supported them, helped in small ways and big ways, reached out, showed love. So I wanted to kind of talk to you about something that happened almost 6 years ago to the day. So, as most of you know, I'm a breast cancer survivor, and I was diagnosed in July of 2013. And once I realized everything that was going to be involved as far as surgery, treatment, and all that stuff, that led into August. And at that point, the Canadian National Training Conference was going to be in Edmonton. And I had already registered to go. I had booked my flights and everything and hotels. And I wasn't able to go. So I missed the deadline for cancellation, and I reached out to Gina Alfieri, who is my mentor and my upline, and I explained to her my situation, and she in turn reached out to the corporate head office, explained my situation, and they of course immediately were very eager and willing to help and refunded me my fees, and understood that under the circumstances obviously they made exceptions and all that sort of stuff, and but then something interesting happened. Now, keep in mind, at the time I believe I was a district manager, and I'm just one of many. I was just a number within Arbonne, but that doesn't really exist in Arbonne. You're never just one of many. So what happened was, I started getting messages from random people in the Arbonne community who I didn't know. People who reached out to me via Facebook, and people from corporate head office. There were some executives that reached out to me from the Canadian corporate head office, wishing me well and understanding my situation. And I got to know them on a personal level as well, and still to this day, including Helena Alexander, who's our VP in our Canadian office. And Jackie McClemens, who's no longer with Arbonne, who was in charge of marketing at the time. They reached out to me personally. A lot of VPs in the Arbonne world who are independent consultants reached out to me too, along with one in particular who also was a breast cancer survivor and reached out to me. Never met this lovely lady, and she extended her sympathies to me, as because she understood what I was going through, and she also made some really good recommendations of a couple of products that are Arbonne products to use while going through chemo and radiation, which will help soothe the skin. And they are actually part of the intelligence line, the Arbonne intelligence line, as well as the Gelée, which is now part of the Renew and Rescue line, Rescue Renew. Anyway, my point is that people stepped up, and Arbonne has this wonderful, unique sense of community. And it's not just with people you know, but it's with people you don't know, but you have this commonality, which is Arbonne. And it just draws people together, and it automatically allows them to connect with you in a way, and also to be there for you and support you, either, as I said, either by sending you a note. And since then, in the Arbonne community, I've managed to help and support a ton of people who also went through different types of cancer, and consultants who I know and who I don't know who have reached out to me because they know my story, and in order to support others, which I do happily, inside and outside of the Arbonne community. But this is one of the wonderful things, besides the business, besides the income potential, besides the wonderful products, besides the friendships of my team and my sister Sidelines. It's just Arbonne as a corporate entity and the community that it provides. And it was validated this weekend during the conference that it is something very, very special. And I'm so proud and privileged to be a part of that. So I want to share that with you, that, you know, people can be truly amazing, and Arbonne seems to bring out the best and the good in many, and I love that, and I'm very grateful for that. So I just wanted to share that story with you. Have a wonderful day.